Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now I'm thrilled because we're joined by two of my favorite guests. We got Fabio and Giacomo of Vince's Restaurant and Pizzeria. Guys, how are we doing today?
Good. Good.
And we started a little bit early, and as you can see there we have the spaghetti, tomato, garlic. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but while you and I are talking, Giacomo, you're going to be working on a rigatoni with sausage, bacon, some really cool stuff going on.
Yep.
So we'll get to that in a little bit, but you got to tell me a little bit about this spaghetti, tomato, garlic. You had me try the sauce before we got started, and it was just sauce, but it wasn't something out of a can or you got from a store, and it was one of the best things I've ever tasted, and simply just sauce.
Fresh is the name in the name of the game in my restaurant. Mm-hmm. What I love to do with that dish is we grab the bruschetta idea and we push it up. We cooked it, we finish it up to our sauce. So your garlicky flavor and a tomato base, it's on there. Instead of bringing you the starch from the bread, we brought you the starch from the pasta.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite dishes.
And it was fantastic. Once you got to try. And what we were talking about, and I think we compared it in a unique way. You guys are very different. You're not the typical Italian-American restaurant. You are Italian.
Yes.
You have a restaurant here in Wisconsin, and what you do is so unique, and I just want to make sure you guys know it, and we pointed out, it is recipes from your home, where you came from, combined with the things we love here in Wisconsin using fresh ingredients. So you're taking, that tomato to make, a traditional dish you'd make back home, but you're using fresh tomatoes from right in Monroe, where you guys are, from Wisconsin. So it's a combination of your two homes really combined into your menu, right?
Correct. It's a mix of culture. Mm-hmm. We bring in the recipe using your local ingredients. Important in many ways. Important because you recognize its flavor here. I mean, like I say earlier, there's nothing in that dish that is cooking right now that was important. Mm-hmm. Your sausage, your basil, your tomato, your asparagus. It's all from you. Mm-hmm. The recipe behind it, the cream, that white cream is used. That's just Wisconsin, 100%.
Yes.
And that's just what we battle every day to create those dishes that connect your local community. Why? Because it's a new dish that people has to get the flavor, recognize somehow. Now with the twist of the new product into it, So that kind of has to stimulate the curiosity of people and saying, you know what, let me try. There hasn't been one item on that menu. A lot of time you get the clientele that is just stuck or like that one dish or two.
Sure.
But 9 out of 10, they find the power, the guts to say, you know what, I want to try this. Because you get used to one thing. It's like, oh, no, I like that. And they say, oh, I like that too. Now you got 4 dishes my flavor. Mm-hmm. And then I like that too. Now I got 5 dishes on their flavor, at their favor. So it's so important, to push it, to try it, to experiment. You're not gonna find something that is, oh my God, what the heck is that?
So you're gonna have something very unique and a lot of different options that kind of combine that traditional Italian with fresh Wisconsin ingredients and even some of our favorite flavors and things like that here as well. So you get that combination of that on a lot of different menu items to find different things you'd like. Something else I found really interesting when we were talking before was the difference in noodles. You go to a lot of places or you cook at home.
Right.
It doesn't have the kind of care, the kind of ingredients to have something as natural as what you guys use, and that can have different effects on you.
Right. I mean, it starts off with the grain. Mm-hmm. The way the grain was raised, the way it's put together is the key at the end to digest it. Yeah. A lot of time I use, we do cooking classes for kids at the restaurant on Tuesday nights. And a lot of time I try to explain, you got their parents in there. You talk about 6, 7-year-olds.
Sure.
Trying to explain their parents, like you go at the store, you see like, what's that called? Crisco, that fat, artificial fat. You use it, and a lot of time you see an pizza crust, so to speak, that very soft, there's a ton of that in there,
Sure.
Now, I always say, grab that Crisco, put it in your hands, and go wash your hands. See how hard it is to take it out. Now, think of it as your own intestine. Whenever you eat something like that, your intestine doesn't use the soap to wash it out, even though it's hard already for your hands. and you cannot do no Macarena with that to wash that out of your intestines. So, but that damage your system. So it's equal to what are we saying on the pasta? When you go at the store and you buy a product that has no name, no brand name. We're not gonna talk against nobody.
Yeah.
But it has. You look in the back and look at the ingredients, how it was made, and then I give you this type of pasta that we use here. The difference on that is within 2 hours, your body digests that type of pasta.
Sure.
The other ones, it will stay there for longer than that, maybe 5 or 6, and God knows the effect afterwards.
Yeah. So something that's just healthier, more natural, goes through your system in a cleaner way, where you have, maybe 3 or 4 ingredients on the back of the bag as opposed to
Right.
27.
It's the whole idea of our restaurant, but we're not doing it. We're not targeting ourselves as, you're gonna eat healthy, go there.
Not at all.
We cooking based on our tradition, what we good at. We use and we do what we good at, and so we really raise the volume on how we do things. Things they never heard it before and never see it before. You might have someone use that name, but it's not the same. This is original.
So it's really what you get at Vince's. You get the highest quality ingredients, and you got a fusion there of traditional Italian meals made with fresh Wisconsin products. So the combination of the two is what I want to stress today, because it is really important, and it is really unique, and it is something you don't see all the time. So you got to give these guys a try. I know that stuff is absolutely fantastic. And as far as drinks go too, they have wine, which is also local, and you guys have the experts to kind of match the perfect wine to the perfect meal.
Correct. I mean, that's something you learn at 5, 6 years old, believe it or not, back home. Grandpa put a little bit of water into it, and you will taste a little bit of that, a little bit of that. It's not abusing your kid to drink.
Not at all.
I don't drink.
Okay.
Maybe you might find that, but if I'm eating, I have a little bit of that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So there we go. Go there, give them a try. You're not going to have anything like it, and ask them what wine goes with the best meal. You're going to have a great time. Guys, thank you so much, Fabio Giacomo. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the Restaurant Show in just a moment.